grade 11 next year.
Oh, you go. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, okay.
My name is Ayuk. I'm in grade 11 and I'm from Afab village.
Thank you. Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul Ndi, and I don't know what village I come from, but I'm going to grade 8.
Afternoon, everyone. I am Lisa Ibai. I was born in South Africa. My parents are from the southwest side of Southwest.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cameroonians. I was born to English-speaking parents. My dad is from Kamer village and my mom is from Osing. I am a first-year student.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lawrence. My surname is Lawrence Emo, and my parents are from my dad is from Kapele village, and my mom is from Osing.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Favor. My surname is Tungu, and both my parents are from Cameroon. My mom is a Bayangi and my father is a Pakosi.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chijoki, but you can call me CJ. I'm in grade 9, and I'm not sure what village my mom is from or my dad is from.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Enoru. I'm in grade 9, and my mother is from Eyangchang village, and my father is from Afa village.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joy Joda. Both my parents are from Bamenda, and
Everyone, my name is Ndi Frembel, but I'm well known as Frankie. I'm 15 years old, and I'm in grade 10. I'm not really sure where both my parents come from. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Leopold Ntui, but many people call me as Leo. My father is from Afab village, and I'm in grade 12.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Boma Michael Ayuk. My mom is Bali, my dad is Bayangi, and I am in 4th year university.
Hi everyone, my name is Benedetta Ayuk. I'm in grade 11 and I'm 16. My mom is Bali and my dad is Bayangi.
Thank you. All right, so Dr. Anastasia Ayuk Boma. I'm from Bamenda. I'm married to a Bayangi man. So, but they call me Dr. Anas. It's on this book, they call me Dr. Anas. So, I've come here today because I've written this book mainly for youths like you. It's going to help you to identify your purpose in life. Who knows what purpose is?
The reasoning.
Yes.
The reasoning for something.
Yes. Thank you, Junior. Who can tell us more? Junior said purpose is
the reason
for something. Yes. Who else has something to tell us about purpose? Yes. It's up to you. You can sit. Yes. So that you relax. Yeah.
I think the purpose is the meaning of something.
Okay, the meaning of something. The meaning of something in life. Yes. What else? Any other thing about purpose? Do I know this? Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've met him. Oh, okay. Yeah, anyway. So, God created all of us with a purpose, okay? We all have something. Do you believe that? Yes. We all were born on earth for a purpose, for a reason, to do something, to contribute to humanity. We all have a gift, something that you are good at. And it takes time for some people to realize what their purpose is. You might be good at, say, you want to you can do hair. You might be good at dealing with people. You want to end up to be a lawyer, or you're good at teaching. You feel like when you teach people, you have satisfaction, or whatever. So there's a purpose. So in this book I created for you people. By the way, before I start, there is this group called Kamer Heritage. It's mostly for Cameroonians. Your parents know. There I work with youth. Last week, we were in a book launch when we were launching this book. A couple of you were there. You were there, isn't it? Yes, a couple of you were there. And then we went to the orphanage again on Saturday last week. Most of you were there as well. Yeah. It's open to page 1. There, who can read there? That the first page of preface, who can read?
We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. If your gift is prophesying, then prophesy in accordance to your faith. If it is serving, then serve. If it is teaching, then teach.
Mm-hmm. And that is from which book?
Romans 12, verse 6 to 8.
Yes, from Romans 12. In the Bible, God has given us a gift. And God says, whatever your gift is, use it. And this is even a summary. If you open your Bible and you read everything, it says your gift, you should use it for yourself and for others. Okay? Yeah, because we are not an island. We are a social being. We live with one another. We live together. So God wants you to develop your purpose, develop that talent that He has given you, to be able to use it to better yourself and then also help people around you. That's why last week we went to the orphanage to also give back, isn't it? To share what we have with those kids in the orphanage who don't have parents, who come from disadvantaged homes. So that is another way of living our purpose. On Saturday when we were at the orphanage, I asked you guys to read page 1 to 5, isn't it? And we did discuss it. Yes. Then now I ask you people to read page 31 for today, isn't it? Did you guys do it? Who has identified their purpose? Yes, Ayok.
I would like to be a cardiotherapist.
She wants to be a medical doctor who specializes in the heart.
I don't talk about it a lot.
I like that. So, you must live your passion, isn't it? You must live to make it become part of you. Yes. So that by the time you get to grade 12, you already know what you want to do in the university. You don't even waste your time to take gap year. You get it? Went to university, I just did things because I saw people doing it. Then I end up doing 2-3 degrees, wasting my time. But you are focused, you do your degree straight, and you specialize in one thing, you become a specialist. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, but if you don't know your purpose, you get lost in life. You go do law, you drop out. You say, oh no, law is not making sense. I want to go and do nursing. You go and do nursing. Nursing is not making sense. You move, I want to go teach. That is wasting time. And we don't have those luxuries, isn't it? Our parents, we don't have that money. We are still building. Okay? Yeah, so this book will help you to identify your purpose. Like she did a vision board on that day, a book launch, isn't it? Did that vision board help you in any way? How?
I think it
you know what? Beautiful. And that was just the purpose of that vision board, to help you to start visualizing, see yourself in the future, identify your purpose as early as possible. I always make reference to soccer players. You know soccer players? Yes. Which soccer player do you know? You know anyone soccer player? Be it in the national or here, Cameroon, South Africa? Mbappe. You people are nepotism. You only know your brother, a Cameroonian. So yes, we know Mbappe. And you know, if you go and trace Mbappe's history, Mbappe is a Cameroonian. Maybe at the age of 3, he was already playing with soccer, isn't it? Yes. Maybe by the age of 5, he was already in academy somewhere. You get it? Yeah, so at that age, soccer players, they've already identified their purpose. They are rising with their purpose. They are growing with their purpose. But for us, because our parents don't know, I did not grow with my purpose. I only discovered my purpose very late in life. After I've lost many things, go to this faculty, go and do degrees, honors, 2-3 honors of no use, isn't it? Yes. But I don't want you guys to make the same mistake that I made. You get it? Yeah, I want you that by the time you enter university, you know what you want to do and you are happy with, so that you become a specialist in that area and you are excel, because when you are happy with what you are doing, you excel. You know what it means to excel? What does it mean to excel? Leo, and you were nodding your head. What does it mean to excel?
Succeed in something.
High five. To succeed, to become excellent. Okay, to do it in an outstanding way. When you love something, you will excel. You will become. You want to be the top in that thing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, but if you don't love something, you're not sure. Should I go and study, or shouldn't I go and study? Ah, wonderful. Welcome. I'm happy that you will find your way. You can sit there. You can sit there. Are you? Yes, she is a host. You always look after your guests. She will get a chair. You can sit there. All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, I don't want you guys to make the same mistake. Okay? Are you getting me? Yes, I don't want you to make the mistakes that I made and our parents made. On Christmas Day bombs, when we were somewhere, there was an uncle who was talking, Uncle Simon was also talking about doing many degrees, isn't it? Getting lost, wasting time. Waste time, waste money. So we don't want you to make that same mistake. We want that by the time you get to grade 8, you already know what you want to do. Grade 9, grade 10, you are polishing up. Grade what subjects you are choosing, so that in grade to do sciences, you start focusing on natural science. You don't play, you do pure maths. You are not doing math literacy. You get what I'm saying? Am I clear? Yes, so that is the purpose of this book. We want you to identify your purpose early enough, your talent early enough, and sharpen it and perfect it. Any question? All right, so with that in mind, we will go to our activity for today. Who prepared before time? You did, isn't it? All right, so this is a story. It says, willpower and education transforms lives. So you must be kind to your teacher, respectful, like Favor said. Have respect. In this life, they could do live after you. Do you know that? Yes, they could that you do live after you. So do good. Don't go to class and you are disruptive. You are a king boy. Come end of term, you pay for it. You are good, your teacher once, because if a teacher is marking your book, the moment he sees your script, because you give him joy, he's happy. He's marking it with some happiness. But if you are that one that he hates seeing you, the moment he's marking you, there's already bitterness in that teacher. He's just marking, and sometimes your S is not straight. He's doubting, is this S or what? You doubt to the negative. You get what I'm saying? You doubt to your own disfavor. So the thing is, be kind and respectful, because it comes back to you. The teacher will respect you. It's reciprocal. He will respect you in return. Yes, who else? Other expectations?
Can I just add on that?
Yes.
Your teachers will talk about you, or people talk about you even though you're not in the room. So an opportunity might arise, and let's say it's to become a prefect or a monitor or a counselor, whatever they call it at your school. And they might ask your teacher, how is Favor as a person? Describe the character. And you are not there to defend yourself. So whatever the teacher says is based off the experience with you. So if you're a rude person, if you're rude to your colleagues, your classmates, that's what they will tell, and you will not end up getting that opportunity. But if you're kind and you're a good person at heart, they will tell that, and before you've even said anything, before you've even done anything, you find yourself getting opportunities just based off how you treated people.
So the good that you do in life lives after you. You must strive to be good, okay? You must try to be good, okay, people?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, your heart, make it good, because it will come back to bless you. All right. So let's share more classroom expectations. Thank you, Favor.
I say self-discipline because when you are disciplined and you know how to behave, like maybe you learned it from home or from church or from wherever, and you know how to behave. You know how to behave when you are in school, and you know how to behave when you're around other people. So like when you discipline yourself, you create more opportunities, not only for yourself but for others as well, because if you are disruptive, others won't be able to learn because of you.
100%. That's wonderful, isn't it? Who wants to add on that? Yes.
And you also avoid problems.
Fantastic. Once you are self-disciplined, You avoid problems. You stay away from problems, isn't it? Problems, because if you are rude, if you are unruly, if you are disruptive, even if something happens at school, the first person they think about is you, isn't it? Even if it wasn't you. So you see, negative things follow you. So do your best. Try to control yourself. Try to be of good behavior, good character. Example, tell yourself, no, I'm not doing this. Sometimes you struggle with it, but fight it. It will happen, and be prayerful about it. Yes, you wanted to say something.
We should not say or tolerate hateful words or actions because of race, religion, gender, identity, sexual orientation, or disability.
Wow. Thank you, Favor. Who wants to expatiate on that? Yes. Who wants to expatiate on that? Who want to talk more about that? Yes. Yes.
Because I feel like sometimes when we say hurtful things to other people, it ends up affecting them also mentally, emotionally, and also it like it lowers their self-esteem, and it also makes them not concentrate in their education.
Wonderful. Do you agree with him? Then guys, just clap for her. Clap for her. Okay. Any more contributions to expectations in the classroom? Any other thing to add on?
Self-discipline is already said.
Self-discipline, the same thing.
But like as a student, you're supposed to know that, okay, like if a teacher isn't here for like this period, you're supposed to know by yourself that like I was raised nicely, and you also have an expectation, because also if you that type of class whereby like anytime when a teacher is not there they make noise and stuff, like it's also gonna give away like a bad reputation and stuff. So like when the teacher isn't around, you're supposed to know that you're supposed to like revise and rehearse on the other topics in which you were doing previously.
That's wonderful. Is that clear? Yes, that is a very relevant point where sometimes the teacher is not at class, everybody is jumping, people are making noise, but that good students, you just sit on, there is so much work, isn't it? When the teacher is not there, just open your book and start revising. And your friends might call you name, but ignore them. Yeah, you want to prove good, but just ignore. Just keep quiet and focus on your work. Because sometimes when they are making that noise, the principal might come. And unfortunately, you is one of those that are jumping up and down, you'll be caught, isn't it? To be disciplined. And you're giving yourself a bad name. So self-discipline is very important. And remember then in that classroom, the teacher is not there. So, and because the teacher is not there, you take responsibility of your discipline and say, because the teacher is not in, I'm sitting down and doing my work. There's work to do, I revise my work. Okay, thank you, Favor. Thank you. What is your own name?
Joy.
Joy.
Can I see the last one?
The point that is making. Yes. Don't be too boastful, but take pride. I'm doing this thing with beauty, with in a way that can motivate others. I don't know, can somebody, you want to ask?
So you want to take pride in yourself to say that you know that there is better out there and you can achieve that better. But you don't want to be too proud and feed your ego. Because when you feed your ego, one, you will chase people away from you. And remember, you can't go through life alone. There will be a day where you need somebody and you don't want to turn around and ask for help, and then nobody wants to help you because of how you treated them once upon a time when you thought that you were better than them. And then number two is you take the risk of becoming complacent. So to become complacent, does anyone know what that means?
Yeah. And you're always talking about different small things, you're just complaining about it.
And you never do anything about it, or you stop putting in the effort that you usually put in because you think, okay, I've arrived, I've made it. You know, you do well in one math test, you get an 80, and you think for the next one, maybe I don't have to study so hard because I did so well. That's pride. You become complacent. So, yes, so I say be proud of who you are, where you come from, and of the fact that you can. Yes, you can achieve anything you want to. But as you get there and as you start seeing the rewards, it's the self-discipline that you'll need to maintain that work rate so that you can continue achieving. But never let it get to your head. The moment it gets to your head, that's when you'll start to lose the battle.
Okay, thank you.
More. Somebody who's always filled to grow higher in the thing. It's like, okay, it's like how you said like about soccer players and whatnot. For example, say like when Messi, for example, when he won his first Ballon d'Or, like when Messi won his first Ballon d'Or, for example, he did not just sit there and be like, okay, this is my first Ballon d'Or. Let me be boastful about it. Let me carry it everywhere I go. He's proud of his achievements, but then now he's not like boastful to others. Obviously, because he wants to succeed even more. Like even Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, all the other players that you're busy referring to, they all want to excel in whatever it is that they're doing because they're that small little bit of pride for whatever it is that they've achieved.
Point. Once you achieve, it's good to want to help others. Yes, very important. If you're humble, you want more people to even achieve like you. Let's move on. Thank you so much. And thank you, Favor, for that great research that you did. You shared a lot of points that we have all benefited from. Then what's the next question?
To someone and you respect the person, but then if you lose your respect for someone, then your attitude, like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, maybe I should let me explain it the way I can.
Yes.
For example, in my personal case, there was this teacher who came in one day when we were writing our physics paper paper 1, sorry. And for some reason, she felt like our entire class was cheating and she caused the whole commotion over something that was not true. So before that time, I had respect for that teacher. I was not really taught by her, but I just had respect for her as an elder. But then, like, after that incident, I don't know, for me, I just lost my respect for her. So, like, how do you, I don't know how to ask.
Who can answer that question? Benny, I see you're smiling. Say something.
Can I?
Okay, comfort. Yes, say something.
I feel like the last time we spoke at the office, we spoke about our, I don't know, I forgot what we called it, but then us using the Bible as our guide in life and it determines what we do and the decisions we make. So as you all say, we're Christians, you're right. The Bible instructs us to look at every elder woman as if they were our mothers and men as if they were our fathers. My question to you is, if your mom, because our parents are also human, if your mom had to make a mistake and you identify the mistake and like, no, she's wrong and I'm right in this, do you lose your respect for her because she made that mistake? Because your scenario says, okay, maybe you say the teacher was wrong about the class teaching and as a result, you ended up losing respect for her. So my question is, if your mom had to make a similar mistake, do you lose respect for her as your mother?
Yes.
So you have to ask yourself, why do you go to school? Why do you go to school?
To learn.
To learn and to get good grades. That's it. You don't go to school so that your teacher likes you. Remember, I like saying this too shall pass. Everything is temporary. It will pass. You're only with the teacher for a year or 2. I don't know how it works at your school. So just go there, work your hardest. She might scold you, she might embarrass you, but as long as you're getting good marks, good, because that's all that matters. Because you might find that she wants to do that to you so that you can get bad marks. And you focus on how she treats you, and that's what she wants, then she wins. But if you go there and she talks to you anyhow, and you still smile at her and give her that respect, she'll go home and she'll wonder, what is wrong with this girl? Why is she not falling under the pressure that I'm putting? So all I'm going to say is focus. Remember, you have an end goal in mind. Focus on that. That's your end goal. What your teacher, whether she likes you or not, that's not going to. It won't affect you. And at the end of the day, God knows what's in your heart. So if you continue smiling and being good, that good will come back to you, regardless of what your teacher says to you now. Okay? And also just remember, you're still growing up. You don't have much leverage. You don't have... When you're older and you're working in a company and someone talks to you rudely, then you can stand up for yourself and say something because you have a skill. The company has something to lose. Right now, you have nothing to give the school. That's why the teacher can talk to you anyhow. And that's just how it is. You need them more than they need you. Okay, you can leave and Department of Education will just put another kid in your spot. There are many kids who want an education. So right now, you're still a child, you just have to bite the bullet, and it's a life lesson. Some people are going to talk, and you'll feel like you know better. So you don't always have to speak just because you know the right answer. Yeah, just because you know somebody is wrong. They'll find out by themselves. That's just another thing you have to learn. So just remember why you're going to school, get that job done, and move on. That teacher will still be miserable, with or without you. And that's not your portion.
Asked you what you want to do, and then they just like doctor, or they said engineer, or they said police, or they said fireman. Now next thing, that thing is stuck in your head because it's what like your parents want you to do. Yeah, you understand what I mean?
I
So
know.
like, yeah, so like, what happens if the direction you're going is not really your choice, but at the same time you don't want to disappoint your parents, so you're only doing it because of them.
And auntie, to add to what he says, like, okay, you've got your parents, now you've grown and you know what you want to do, but still they are still forcing you because they want you to take what they want, and you as a child, you don't want to do it. So how can you prove to them, or how can you make them understand that that is not what you want to do? You want to do what pleases you and not what pleases them.
And to add on to what Gina said, what if, okay, you know what you want to do, but then your parents have other plans for you, and you don't want to disappoint them. Besides disappointment, you don't have a choice because you don't pay your own school fees. So, yeah.
Do we really create or craft our own identity? Or because like we are programmed to think a certain way. We are programmed to think a certain way. So is it us programming our own identity, or is it someone else programming it for us?
You know more than your parents, or you feel like there are things that your parents don't know. But I'm telling you now, they know more than you. Okay? I was there. Puberty, the hormones are pumping. You want to fight, you feel like you have too much. But as you go through life, you will see what you guys, one day you'll wake up and you'll see life for what it really is. And you'll remember this conversation and you'll be very grateful. Life is more than just sunshine and rainbows. You do craft your own identity by who you hang out with. Show me your 5 closest friends and I'll show you your future. Okay? They say that you're the sum of the average of your 5 closest people. Okay, so the people you hang out with determines where you're going in life. So you do craft your identity. Your mom doesn't tell you what cartoons to watch or what your favorite color is, or your dreams or your aspirations, your emotions, who you are as a person. That's all from within. There are guidelines, yes, and those guidelines are to protect you. Yes, they can be strict, but that you also have to understand where you come from. You're not a born South African citizen. You don't have the freedom that everyone else has. Okay, you are living a life better than most of Cameroonian children back home. Okay, you only really have one shot at this. You've been given a great opportunity. You only really have one shot. Yes, we'd all love to grow up and become professional video gamers, but that's not the card we were dealt. Okay, right. So you do craft your own identity based on your experience throughout high school. So you can decide, you want to go through high school and sit in the back of the class and engage with the people who are leaving school early, who are bunking class, who are smoking, who are engaging in drinking and alcohol. That's crafting your identity and your future. Or you can you can observe what people do and choose to be with a good crowd, and that will also predict your future as well. So at the end of the day, it's up to you. You cannot, they say who you are now is what you were when. I don't know if that makes sense. So who you are now, the marks that you have now, everything you have now is based on what you did way back when. Okay, and sometimes you just have to accept it sucks, but sometimes you have to accept that wherever you are now is based off all the actions that you've done. And once you take that accountability for yourself, it gives a lot of power, because it then means that you can sort out your future and your identity and who you become. Okay, so yes, as a child, there's a lot of ropes and there's a lot of strings, and you're growing up and people are telling you what to do. You feel like you're cornered and you're boxed. But as you'll see, go through primary school, you go to high school, you get a bit more freedom. Then in university, there's no teacher telling you to do your homework. If you don't do your homework and you fail, and then you fail again and you get academically excluded, meaning, because if you fail the first time, you can repeat the next year. If you fail 2 years in a row, you're excluded, so they take you out of the course, out of the university. Because there's no teacher who's going to, they don't care about you. You have your freedom, but on the flip side of the coin is they won't care about you. There's no one who's going to ask, are you okay, did you do your homework? Okay, so that freedom that you so want, be careful what you wish for. That freedom that you crave now, you're going to get it one day, but your eyes are going to be very open, because you're going to see that the world is a very big, lonely place.
My question comes from paragraph 3. I will read it again. It says, in education, there are also expectations, things you should strive to do to make schooling more engaging and rewarding for you to succeed. For example, actively participating in class, completing your assignments, and so on. When this happens, you are more likely to stay focused, learn better, and achieve good grades. So I have here that of how our educators are not the same as us. Like, we're not born in the same generation. Many of them were taught according to them, but they were taught according to them, and they are trying to teach us what happened then instead of teaching us what's happening now. So we are expected to make schooling nice according to the teacher's ways and not our ways. So my question is, are we striving according to our teacher's way of engaging to school, or the way that engages us to education? Because what if teachers, they like reading, they like books and all those stuff, but there are so many children in one class that some children may like reading, but others, maybe they may like learning through I don't know, pictures, listening, and all those stuff.
No choice, honestly. Like you can't answer a question that's a personal choice. It's either you're learning through the teacher's aspect, or you're learning through your own aspect. Because a teacher may teach through books and whatnot, but maybe you're a hands-on person, so maybe you like to do activities instead. Maybe that's how you learn, or maybe you learn through videos and pictures, like you said. So I think in such a question, it's more of a personal preference than something that someone can answer.
Have you learned about different studying techniques? Yeah, so like I said, it's personal. Some people learn more by speaking, by teaching others. Some people learn more with pictures. So me, in university, I learned more with pictures. So I would go home, whatever my teacher told me, I'd go home and I'd find pictures of that, and I'd stick it in my notebook, and I'd make it flap, and then I'd write notes at the back. Some people make their own notes into little cards, and they highlight because they learn better with color. So you just have to experiment and find out what works for you. And in terms of the content and the knowledge, textbooks get updated regularly. So that's not something you have to worry about. What you have to worry about is whatever content they give you now, you have to reproduce that for the test so that you can get good marks. But I keep saying, when you go to university and it's a lot more focused, you will find that, because everything you're learning now is more general. There's nothing specialized. Everything you're learning now is more, it's very broad, you know. But when you get to university and you're doing something that you want to do, and you have that passion for it, learning and studying becomes easier, because it doesn't feel like a chore. It excites you to wake up and read this content or whatever it is you do.
Teachers get trained. Every year teachers go for training, because new ways are evolving. Teachers being trained for you to be able to teach. And like Noel has just said, both has said, the curriculum, they update them with time. And in most cases, all teachers know that when they train them, they tell them that there are different ways to put through the content to help you learn. That's why they ask you to draw. They can show you pictures. They can explain to you. They can give you questions. Those are different ways. Ask you questions, give you things to feel complete, give you multiple choices, isn't it? At school, they ask you questions in different way. Write essay, multiple choice, give you a cartoon to read and interpret. So those are different ways of learning. So, and those expectations, they are not the teacher's expectations. Every subject has subject experts who sit together in the Department of Education. Then they come out with that curriculum. Then they give it to teachers to teach. So those experts are people who are experienced. They know what is good for you. They know what is good for every level. Grade 8, grade 9, grade 10. So they put those expectations there and tell the teachers, teach this child. Because this child, this is what we expect this child to know to be able to move to the next grade. You get it? Yeah, it's not the teacher's expectation. Teacher's expectation comes from experts, subject experts. History has their expert. Biology has biology experts in the Department of Education who put those things together. They know that if you're in grade 8, for you to go to grade 9, this is what you must know. You can, the level, the type of knowledge you should understand. Then the ones in grade 11, for you to go to grade 12, you need to know this. Grade 12, for you to be able to go to university, this is the basic knowledge, the standard that you need to know. Okay? So no, don't let nobody lie to you that it is the teacher's expectation and the teachers, it is their own. Then no. They train teachers regularly. We go for training. I train them. We train them always new ways of doing things. That's what I do. We train teachers on when there's any new approach. We train them on computer has come. We are training how to use whiteboard to teach all those things. So teachers are being trained. So it's not their expectation. It's the expectation of those experts. And then do you have your own expectation so far? Where did you get it from?
Most especially the Bible.
Oh, you got it from the Bible?
Some of it.
And then some from
I don't know, from life.
Which life? That is where. So early. It's so early, Thomas. Yo, so early.
No, like life that I've experienced now.
Yes, but you are still a child. So you need to be. That's why we are guiding you. That's why parents, your parents are guiding you. You can never choose your parents. You can never choose your parents. You can never choose your family. And what your parents have gone through, what we have gone through as parents, we don't want you to make that mistake. Like April was saying, at this age.
Then you get to a point in life where you see life for what it is and you realize that there are more things to life than being popular and being the coolest person and being the coolest kid, this and that, having the most friends. You know, yes, look after your appearance, yes, but you're God's greatest creation. You were made in God's image. How you were made is how you were meant to be. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay. People project, everyone projects. What people say, how they act, how they behave, it's all in their subconscious, it's how they feel about themselves internally. Someone who has a lot to speak about others is because they have very little to say about themselves. Very little accomplishments about themselves. So yeah, you're beautiful and you're still growing. I'll show you pictures of myself when I was a kid. You'll say God is good. So just honestly, don't deep it too much. And you learn in life to not take things personally. You know, even criticism, you learn not to take it personally. You know, so yeah, promise you're all beautiful, you're all handsome, you're perfect the way you are. People say what they want to say.
It's not feeling yourself.
It's all your purpose, your education.
Your purpose, your education, but sometimes it's hard because they'll keep saying it to you, they'll keep saying it, and they'll keep reminding you. But at the end of the day, it's not important. It's really
keep reminding yourself.
It's just a distraction. And hang around with people who will uplift you. Okay, hang around with people who will uplift you. Someone will say this, you'll turn to your friend and you'll just keep laughing. I swear, the best thing is someone teases you. Two things, you either just look at them or you just laugh at them. It's so confusing. They don't know what angles that person inside. Don't give them what they want. Like with the teacher, don't give them what they want from you. They want to see you upset. They want to see you cry. They want to see you post on your story on your WhatsApp. This person, no. Don't give them that gratification. Okay, just know yourself. Once you know yourself, circumstances will change, but you won't be broken. That's all I can say. Just know who you are, know yourself, and positive thinking. Only think about yourself in the highest regard. Don't let what anyone says about you dictate who you are as a person.
Yes.
Nine. Maybe you see that. Three more cards. Oh, from three cards.
Embarrass myself.
Nice to meet you, Favor. The second. Life is like rice.
What's your issue?
I have to hide.
I'm standing on needles, bro. Oh my god. I'm standing on needles. We can play.
That's why I have the last name.
Two.
CJ.
So you've removed all these three?
No, yeah.
It makes six.
Only him.
Him.
I was close.
I want
Just